Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live watch party. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, everyone, for stopping and spending a little of your day here with some awesome talk on Cobra Kai and whatever else is in the world today. um, and if you're on the replay, thank you for that too. Got to one problem is if I use StreamYard, which we've been using a few times now, it doesn't have a tweet and go live feature the way Streamlabs does. So I got to tweet it manually. I should, I'll get it. I'll get the kinks worked out eventually. Howdy, everyone. It is Xolo. So I figured what we can do is we can talk about a little bit about the recent video and go over some of those things. I think it was a hit. A lot of people liked it. There's a lot of some information in there. Plus, we can expand the discussion a little other ways. Specifically, I was thinking we could talk about Blue Beetle. Xolo is going to be in Blue Beetle, and I think it's got a lot riding on it, considering what's coming up. So, considering that the Flash flopped, so we'll talk about Blue Beetle a little bit too. Looking over at the comments. Josh is thankful I recommended Stranger Things. Really enjoyed season 1 and the overall. 2 and 3, more so on season 3, didn't hit the same. But season 4 got good. Yes, Josh, I agree with you. I think most fans agree almost completely. Season 2 did feel like a little bit more like a repeat of season 1, just different, a little. Season 3 was a little bit different, had some fun to it. The summer mall thing going for it. Some people didn't like it because then it felt like ultimately just trying the same thing, but bigger and not as good. But season 4 was really good too. Maybe in some regards, maybe even the best season. Yeah. I mean, I think season 4 had some really good moments, some great just atmosphere, just kind of everything you want. It's almost surprising how good season 4 was in a way. In ways seasons 2 and 3 weren't. Ooh, the wait is killing you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Just trying to make sure everything's right here. When is Cobra Kai season 6 coming out? Yes, everyone wants to know, Dave. You're not alone. I don't have a release date. It's definitely going to be next year. At this point, I think. At this point, I don't think it comes out earlier than June or July. From what we know about the intended shooting schedule of season 6, it's going to be a while. There's definitely many months of post-production after they wrap. So even the closest, that it's going to come, I would say, I think we're looking at, next June, July at the earliest. It's just a figment of the math. It may not come, maybe the holidays, 2024, like Christmas 2024, somewhere around there, New Year's 2024, which is to say, basically a year and a half from now, give or take. That's not out of the question. Netflix seems to like those release dates for this show, so we'll see what they have in mind. And ultimately, and I always say it just comes down to what Netflix is thinking. Netflix has their own ideas, their own thoughts. We don't always know what those are. There we go. Slideshow. What's up? Not much. Just working on the. Going to start the new video. I published the most recent one, and then wanted to get started the next one, but wasn't feeling the best. But we'll see. Star Court Food Court, who's both on Instagram and Twitter. Recommend a follow if you are a Stranger Things fan. Does a very good job at posting and reposting any news updates, anything regarding Stranger Things. Yeah, you guys are fans of season 3. Yeah, it definitely seems to be season 3 splits the fans a little bit. Some people really, really like it. I think because there is a slightly different vibe to it. There's the beginning of season 3 Stranger Things, like they're in the mall, it's summertime, like you're hanging, it's fun. Like Mike and Elle are a couple, but then they break up. Like there's a good vibe to it that I think a lot of people like, but I feel like for some people, like the season just kind of like, it just like falls short. It's like getting bigger and bigger, but then it's just like bigger and bigger, but the same resolution. Um, so that's why for some people it falls short. It splits fans. But I think all fans agree season 4 is really, really good. Wherever they put it specifically in the rankings, but they all say it's like really good. It would be cool if Tanner played Robin, because Blue Beetle and Robin have met. Yeah. Joey, you're definitely right. People have been saying this actually for a little bit now. Get Tanner to play Robin in the new Batman, and then you have Xolo as Blue Beetle, and then they'll all be together. Even more fun, on the rumor of Mary Mauser going out for Lois Lane. Don't know if there's really anything to that, as I tried to say at the time, but definitely it'd be fun to see them all reunite in the DCU. Do you think Hawk and Kenny will be in season 6? Absolutely. They were both at the read through. Yeah, absolutely. There's no question about that. Joey's going to rank them season 4, season 1, season 3, season 2. Yeah, Joey, I think a lot of people would agree with that. Season 2 was certainly popular, I guess, at the time. I wasn't initially a fan I didn't watch the show originally, but I think season 2 just feels like season 1 all over again. And maybe not as good. Maybe even a little bit more frustrating. I think like Mike and Elle being apart. Like I feel like Mike and Elle are so much of the heart of that show that like in season 2 with them apart, and the show actually kind of like loses something. And that's part of the charm of season 1. Really like Mike hiding Elle and all that. They really are like, like Mike and Elle are like so much of that emotional core of the show, similar to how Miguel and Johnny are in Cobra Kai. You heard me talk about Cobra Kai. Johnny and Miguel are so much of the emotional core of the show. I think like in Stranger Things, Mike and Elle are the same way. Hope for more from Tadam, but we got a line. Yeah, that's pretty much a good way to look at it. Tristan's here. Thank you. And Starcourt with his own rankings. Season 5, which isn't even out yet. Boy, optimistic. And then season 4, 3, season 1, 4, season 3, 5, season 2. But this would mean you currently have season 3 ranked second, but you've already said it's your second favorite. But now in this ranking, season 1 passed season 3. Interesting. I know there's 2 of you, unless there's 2 of you, and you're both okay. Most likely Blue Beetle's gonna flop. Yeah, we're gonna see. We'll talk about that as we get to it. Are you a fan of the Boxiest What If stories? I haven't heard of them. I'm not sure what you're saying. You're great at covering Cobra Kai. No problem. Thank you very much. Seasons at 35, I go back and forth. Oh, Cobra Kai rankings. Oh my God. I'm so out of it. I was just reading Star Court Food Court. And I assumed you were talking. I assumed you were talking uh, uh Stranger Things. I'm not paying attention. Yeah, 5, 4, 1, 3, 2. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that. Some people didn't like 5. A lot of people put 2 at the end. I think it's a little unfair to season 2, but that's another issue. Season 4 is my least favorite. Interesting. People love ranking their seasons. 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. Yep. People move around, but there's a lot of people put 2 at the end. I don't. I think 2 is a little unfairly looked down upon. I think 2 is better than people give it credit for, but I watched the least. Fair enough. Chopstick and Flies. Phillies Mets. But dropping by for a second. We'll do it live. Yes, we'll do it live. The last 2 Stranger Things. That's true. That's my Cobra. Yeah, I see. Strangely, I wonder if Max is still alive. What do you think? Yeah, she's definitely alive. If they were gonna kill her, they would have. It's not like they're gonna leave season 4 with her alive, only for her to die in episode 1 of season 5. Like, I mean, it's funny, but you wouldn't actually do that in the show. I have a good video on that. Seriously, I think my it's actually, hold on, maybe it's down here, guys. Look. Hold on. Come to here. Come here. This is my channel, right? Watch party. You come to my channel. Scroll down. This video, Stranger Avengers. I think this is a good video. I'll be honestly. I like the idea of it. There's some good theories in there, and for season 5 of Stranger Things, and I include what will happen to Max, and where I think it could go. Basically, I'm imagining like a massive showdown. So watch that video if you're into Stranger Things. But yeah, definitely, I think Max is still alive. When is season 6? Like I just said, next year, middle of next year at the earliest, and maybe even late next year. Tori and Amanda, and there could be something. I don't expect it to be much. This is a show that is always moving forward. Like it's a show, it's always moving forward. Like you always got to be moving forward. And I think that's something a lot of people kind of, when they try to make theories or like predictions, oh, this is going to happen. Like a lot of times you're thinking of things from previous seasons, like more of what you saw, but think of it as instead like the show moving forward. So it's not to say like there couldn't be a Tori and Amanda scene, but like if you're thinking about a whole like plot line or storyline still with Tori and Amanda, probably not as much. Probably not. We're gonna move. The show's moving forward. So what's next? What's gonna happen next? Jim Tim, what's up? We're just doing our weekly stream. Do you think Sam is the best fighter in season 1? She didn't fight in season 1. Come on. No, Johnny is. Miguel is. She hadn't trained in 10 years or 8 years, I guess. 8 years. She's 16 and she hadn't trained since she was 8. Come on, if you know training, you can't be out of practice for 8 years and be the best. Season 2 is better than 4. Yeah, some of you are harder on 4 than I think. I think the first half of season 4 is literally some of the best the show's ever been. Like the first half, some would say the first 4 episodes. I would just say the first half. Like I think the first half of 4 is like some of the best the show's ever been. Yeah. I think the second half has just some problems, but I don't think they're overwhelming. So I don't know. Season 16, the characters rarely enter with more screen time. I mean, I think there'll be something like that. Definitely. Part of the fun is taking characters who've never interacted or anything and putting them together. Kind of like what is it? Is it Will and Steve in Stranger Things have never spoken to each other like in show? Like there's just like main characters who've never interacted. Game of Thrones was the same way. Such a big show, so many characters who've literally were never on screen together. A lot of people think that's funny, like the end of season 7 or so, whatever. Like they said, it felt like a reunion episode, um, with characters who've been in the same show all along. Like a crossover. It was like a crossover episode, but they've been in the same show the whole time. Jim Tim is saying, what has he got? 15342 34152. Yeah. See, all you people put 2 at the end, and I think 2 is better than that. Although the thing is, then it just becomes what is. That's why she was kept alive. Yeah, she was definitely kept alive. I guess they said they were originally going to kill her off, but they changed their mind. I guess they said that about a few people, right? Who is it they were going to kill off in season 1? Will, Steve? I can't remember. Was it Steve? Someone was going to die, but then was kept alive. I can't. Or was it? No, it wasn't Jonathan. Was it? I can't remember. It might have been interesting had they gone that route and literally just crushed and killed Max, but I want to see her die. No. But yeah, definitely there'll be something to it. Yeah, she wasn't kept alive just to die in like episode 1 of the next season. Kizian says season 4, 5, 1, 3, 2. Season 6 should be the best. Well, it should be, shouldn't it? Chopstick and Flies 4169 32. No, Chopstick and Flies, who is a Louis fan. He Chops for those of you who don't know, Chopstick and Flies identifies with Louis because he's from Jersey. Jersey boys got to stick together. I think Blue Beetle will be good for Xolo, for do Xolo interview. Is there a new interview? I think people are waiting for like the full on trailer, right? We just got the teaser. The surprise they haven't dropped the full trailer yet. I guess it'll probably be coming soon. Speaking of which, just randomly, because I'm thinking of it, Twisted Metal is coming out next month on Peacock, right? It's on Peacock. That is from Michael Jonathan Smith, who's been on Cobra Kai from the beginning. He's the writer. He's an executive producer on Cobra Kai now. And he's the showrunner on that show. I'm not sure about it, but it is there. So that's Twisted Metal based on the video game. When is Kenny going to reach his prime? I guess season 6. Certainly not going to be season 7. So I'll tell you that much. The first 3 episodes were great. Yeah, I would say even the first 4. I just say the first half, but definitely like season 4, it began really strong. Really strong. Speaking of which, if you follow Cobra Kai Companion, the podcast, we will have a podcast probably coming up very soon. We're ranking the top 5 episodes. It's a hard one. But top 5 episodes. We're going to do that on Cobra Kai Companion, the podcast. That'll probably be coming soon this week, maybe. The middle of season 4 was not great at all. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say the middle. To me, it was like the back half. I mean, which you could consider like beginning and the middle, like if you're considering episode 6. I just felt like they're putting pieces in place, like they're forcing the show to the ending they were going for. And I just think like writing wise, whenever you kind of start forcing things, like it's just not as smooth as you would like it to be. And I think like it just plays out like there's logic problems. Um, it's just not as clean as you would like it to be. Um, to get to the ending they wanted. Um, I think there are ways they could have done it better. That's my own opinion. Maybe well, maybe I'll talk about that. I'm definitely going to bring it up in. Well, I had it. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about the podcast, but I'm definitely there's just ways it could have been better. Season 2 Sam versus season 2 Robbie Miguel. Robbie or Miguel, who would win? Miguel's never been defeated. I think Robbie was too infatuated with Sam to beat her. So maybe she beats Robbie, Miguel beats her. Assuming Miguel's not all messed up in the head. See, the problem with the characters is they were all like in love in season 2. That was their problem. Miguel was miserable about Sam for a while, and then he kind of got over it. But then Robbie was like miserable. I think the first vid, Kreese and Johnny want a rematch because Zapka said interview 2 big fights at the start. Yes. I even played that clip in my video, my most recent video. They're meaningful. Their big fights are meaningful. It could be Kreese and Johnny, but do you think Kreese goes to Johnny? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It's hard to say. Yeah, they're pretty much siblings. That's true. Will and 11. I like that. Yeah, I liked the Will and 11 stuff. It's good. It's good. Getting along. Elle has got trouble in school, but is kind of hiding it, and she's kind of lying. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Teen Fighters. Joey's got the Teen Fighters. Robbie, Miguel, Hawk, Sam, Tori. Honorable mention, Sean Kenny. Definitely. Bonsai, watch party. Bonsai, Melissa. Thank you for being a channel member. I'm gonna make a post about the channel member meetup. Maybe even today. We'll say, whoa, I'm behind on that. I just realized like I'm behind on the comments. I thought like I didn't realize. Sorry guys. Let me try to catch up here. Joey Baby Girl season was it was Steve. Okay, he's talking about who was gonna die in Stranger Things. It was Steve in season 1. They decided to keep him alive for an arc. Was Bob dying mid-season, but they pushed it towards the end. Yeah. The more they write, the fewer people die, I guess, which is probably good. Jersey tough. Yeah. How is Miyagi-verse more to expand more sounds ratio repair? I'm not sure what you're asking there. Afternoon back to you. Except the last 2 episodes walks back stuff. A little bit. I feel like yeah. Yeah, a little bit. But I don't think it's the first half. I mean, I would say maybe a little bit the first episode. Um, with the Johnny Daniel team up, and then Kreese kind of pursuing Terry Silver. Um, but like it sets up for a good season. So I don't know. I think it works. I get asked this every week: is Carmen losing the baby, or is Tori? No, no to both. I don't know where you guys get. You guys have interesting. I don't know. What episodes do you think Mike Barnes will be in? Melissa asks. I hope most of them or all of them. I'm a Barnes fan. I hope he's around for most of this season. Maybe depend a little bit on Sean Kamin's schedule, or yeah, but we'll see. I hope it's most of them. It was Will or Mike that was going to die in season one, but I'm not sure. No, it was Steve. It was Steve. I think Starcourt is correct on that. Do you think we'll see multiple legacy characters from the show? Yeah, I think they're gonna try to get most people back for at least one episode in some way, like a fun send off in some way. So yeah, I think so. And people like Armin Zakarian, John Hurwitz has said he's one of his favorite like guest star like characters like that, side characters. Zakarian is one of his favorite ones. And Brooks, I think at this point is like a dangling plot thread. So we need resolution to whatever happened to Brooks. So yeah. So yes, is the answer to your question, Frank, is I think so, for sure. The middle is the all valley. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of why I just say the second half. Because it kind of starts in the middle. I do think the Daniel Johnny rematch is good. Some people have issues with it in regards to logic or something. I didn't have those issues, but I definitely think once you get to the back half, um, there's problems with it. 4 or 5 is the weakest episode 5 of the series. You could be right on that. Just briefly thinking through them. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely maybe 205. I don't think the ball fight's particularly good, so I'm going to say 205 is worse. And I'm someone who keeps trying to defend season 2, but I think like, what do you really get? Miguel and Tori making out? Like, is that what you like in 205? 205 doesn't have much. Um, I don't think the mall fight is good at all. In fact, I have a video on it. Have you seen it? It's a good vid. When is it going to Dimitri going to reach his prime? He never does. Here's the thing: if you continuously improve, you've never reached your prime, because every day you're better. So he has no prime. He's going to continuously improve to the end. 5, 6, and 7 were the best. Yeah, more or less. Robert, wow, welcome for coming in. We'll try to do something with the channel members. I'm curious if you guys are open to doing a Wednesday night. I'll make a post. We'll see if we can do Wednesday night. When do you think this starts filming season 6? Whenever the strikes end. As far as I know, the actors haven't reached a deal yet, and the actors are about to go on strike. But like I've been saying from the beginning, I think more or less both unions get resolved in conjunction. They mostly want the same things, so it's going to get resolved together. By the way, I made a tweet. Let me see if I can find this. Just because you brought it up. Here we go. I'm gonna go over here. Go back to this. This is a tweet I read. Can you read this? It looks a little like it's not like good resolution, but that could be my thing. There, I'm talking like there are some I didn't even know this show existed. Grease Pink Ladies on Paramount Plus. They're just pulling it off the streaming. I think you're going to see this more. Like you're going to see people like um more shows getting removed, even original shows. And the reason is because they want more money from residuals. Residuals kick in. So the way the deal works is like residuals is always about a rebroadcast. There's the initial broadcast, and then for every rebroadcast. For streaming networks, the initial broadcast is considered 3 months. So it goes on the streaming network and it's up for 3 months. That's considered the initial broadcast. After 3 months, they keep it on the network. Then that's considered the rebroadcast. And then the writer, the actors, whoever, I assume it's the same because certainly I read the writer ones, but I assume it's the same for the actors. You get paid extra money. The creatives, maybe the director too, whoever. And that's so after 3 months, you get your rebroadcast, and basically they're striking because they want more money. Those residuals is very little. They're getting less and less, especially compared to historically what it was. So you're getting less and less on these residuals, so they're wanting more. But if a show isn't doing very well, expect the networks, the streaming networks, to just pull it all together. We're just going to pull it off the network, and we're not going to pay any residuals. So there is no rebroadcast. And if you look, this show came out like April, May. It's like April, in beginning of April. They're pulling it off the network before they pay any residuals. Yeah, this is released in April. So I expect this to happen more. So the good shows will continue to stay around. Better writers, will make more, but shows that aren't successful, they're just going to pull them. They're just, it's going to be gone, maybe forever, just because they don't want to pay the money. Why am I going to pay thousands of dollars? I mean, to keep the show, you may be paying a couple $100,000, whatever, in residual money. Like, yeah, it's not a lot. These are multi-billion-dollar companies, but like, if the ratings are tank, absolute basement shit, why are we going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in residual money keeping the show around? Just fuck it. We'll just pull it off. It's not helping our network. It's not bringing in subscribers. No one's watching it. People who do watch it say it sucks. Like, it's gone. And so boom, it's gone. I expect you're going to see this a lot more in the future. But otherwise, I think the strike gets resolved maybe next month somewhere. The actors and writers will agree to something similar. That they'll get a similar deal. Will there be another karate movie? There will not be a movie in the Miyagi verse. That's the best way I can say it. There may be spin-off series. There may be some other Karate Kid movie that's just using the name for marketing purposes. Bullshit. But it's not in the Miyagi verse. Who do you think will win the world tournament? Watch my video. Oh, I'm behind. So Tori's pregnant. To Robbie, presumably. I mean, Bobby seemed to know who Robbie was, so you get the impression he at least knew who he was. Maybe Bobby was out there kind of encouraging Johnny to be a father. So some of the times he was with Johnny, he was with Bobby too. Cobra Kai, The Days of Our Lives, because people love the soap opera. It's what drives them. It's what they connect with. You connect with the soap opera and the drama of it all. It's just it's just like you just can't help yourself. Can I ever? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So it's soap opera, man. I don't have. Oh shit! I meant to bring up. Sorry, guys. I was. Nope. Do. Shoot. Typical. Okay. How Chosen will be in season 6. Yeah, I would say it's possible. Melissa, young Sato and young Kim or something. Especially I loved young Sato so much in season 2. I remember I called it one of the maybe the best not cameo, but like rebroadcast they've had. I thought that young Sato was great. The guy that got he did a good job. He was in an interview on Cobra Kai Companion. I would recommend you check it out. Do you think Hector will be in season 6? Yeah, I have a video on that, man. Absolutely. Yeah, guys, look. This video right here, this is the channel. This video right here. Check that one out. Wait, that one? No, this one. This one. Actually, check them both out, to be honest with you. Check them both out. But yeah, that's a good one. For sure. Brooks had to get plastic surgery. People aren't satisfied. Well, Saints Row, there will always be people, no matter what, they'll be upset. So that in itself isn't an issue. But I think people will like it. The mall fight, it really is. It's really not good. And if the more you look at it, the more it's not good. You'll see, like, oh man. I like just to show you my channel because you see, like, I have videos on everything. This one, I put this one out in 2019, like the summer of 2019. It's a good one, but yeah, I didn't like it. So go ahead and check that one out. You get a chance. You can find it under the season 2 playlist. That may be the easiest, or go to my channel and you can search them all. I'll fight. Good night. For all the info, you are welcome. Is Mitch? No, I don't think Mitch is Brooks' brother. The end of the line. It's not impossible. Not impossible. I suspect what we're going to see is sort of group leaders. I expect you'll see Robbie Miguel, Sam Torrey, Hawk, all kind of working together as a leadership role for the dojo. So like, yes, but not like individually as one of all of them. The birth of the red mohawk. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Like Hawk and Moon at the beginning. Some good stuff. That's where you're like, they're the best couple. They're the best couple, Hawk and Moon. Come on. They are. They're my favorite couple. We need to get back to like Hawk and Moon. The best around. They've said from the beginning they had something in mind. So there you go. Why do people want Tori? Because people just say shit. It's the internet, man. It's a soap opera around a karate tournament. In a fashion, yeah. Does Robbie know more about Tommy's death as he never went to his funeral? Probably not. I mean, maybe he just knows one of his dad's friends died. I would suspect out of like the other Cobras, Bobby's the one Robbie knew, just because of that seems to be more Bobby's thing. Like he tried to encourage Johnny to be more involved in Robbie's life, and consequently, like they were together. Sam and Tori will be sisters. That's a little bit of a stretch. Besides, nothing in that makes Sam and Tori sisters. I think they're maybe pushing it a little bit far. It might get ugly. Well, it'll get ugly. The mall fight had nuts stakes. And no stakes, no stakes. Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of it. It's just like because like Dimitri put some stuff up on Yelp, maybe a little bit overstretched. What did I say? I said something good about that. I can't. It was either in my season 2 review or in the mall fight video proper. I can't remember, but I feel like I had a funny take on that. You know, it is all over a Yelp review. Like sometimes like things in the show, like they kind of get a little bit over exaggerated. Just friendly rivals. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Saints Row, I think. We need Andrew of Garfield comic. Yeah, I would say if they're looking for a cameo, that's a good one. Hoping Hector returns. I think a lot of people agree with you. With Miyagi's letters. Yeah, a lot of people like that. I had a different take on it. I think it's kind of sad. It's like nice, nostalgic, but also sad. I have a video on that. If you guys never saw. Most people probably did. It did get many views. Oh, it just hit 10,000. It was like under 10,000 for a long time. One of my fewer seen videos, but the sad truth of Mr. Miyagi's letters. It's a good one. I think it's a good one. I think like this is part of the problem with season 3 for me. But yeah, that if you got time, you can check that one out. Ralph acting fantastic. As the most soap opera. Yeah, teen soap opera. She even turned off Miguel. Well, if you were Sam, how would you turn on Miguel? Ooh, did I say that out loud? I bet she has some ways she can turn him back on, right? I would think. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. How long do you think it'll take Tori to adjust? We'll see. If she trains with Johnny in his more Eagle Fang style, that's more or less what she started with when she joined. She was Johnny's student. And so like I think like she can fall in with that. If they're straight up like combined dojo and it's Miyagi-Do stuff too, there could be a little bit more learning curve. We'll see how they handle it. Stingray. From a bullet from Hector. Why do you feel that? I don't know why you feel that. It's a very dramatic scene though that you're imagining. You're imagining something very dramatic. I didn't see it. I don't know what his ultimate conclusion is if he's just playing around with that. Certainly that's not going to be the case. I should watch it. Is it long? Maybe I'll get around to it. but like, I mean, obviously that they're not actually working together. Do you think Amanda will sorry live with them from office? Sure, considering. Um, no, I don't. I don't see the world uh, going like that. She'll just stay in her own place or something. She's not going to go move in. How will Kenny adjust? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Kenny and Sean. I think Sean's going to be back early in the season, maybe. Maybe one of those fights in episode 1 is with Sean. I don't know who. I don't know who he's fighting, but maybe. Robbie taking that would be interesting. You're the first person I've seen that. I don't necessarily know if it'll happen, but could be. I mean, I don't know. It's what fuels internet discussion. Bad character, bad person. Um, yeah, people definitely make the differences. In fact, in one of my first live streams, I was talking about that. I actually think Sam is a good character. She spawns a lot of discussion and interaction from the fandom. So, on some level, that's a really good character, right? Like, Tori's lines. We're fine. Did you watch my video on the house fight? But yeah, the dialogue was not well written. Bob Dearden may be a good writer, but that is not his best work. Creepy landlord just decided, yeah, that's not going to happen. When's the next video? I don't know. I want to make a video on the strike, and I've been meaning to, and I just haven't been able to quite get to it. I've been like looking things up and stuff. This is why I know the details of the residuals and stuff, because I was actually reading about this stuff. Like I was kind of learning it and researching it because I want to talk about it. But then every time I sit down to write it, like something comes up or like, or I'm like not feeling well, and I'm like, shit. It's like hard for me to write, like if I can't focus. So, do you think Hawk and Kenny will be if he joins? I'm not sure what you're saying here. Favorite soundtrack from season 5? I'm not sure what you're asking. Do you mean song? I don't know. I'll have to think. Season 3 has the best soundtrack. I will say that. Wild card. I don't think he joins the dojo. No, but I think he convinces Kenny to go back and join with them. Your jokes in the video. Yeah. That's a good one. The house fight is my least favorite fight. Yeah. Be sure to check out my honestly my my season 3 no shit. My season 3 videos. They're good and they're overlooked. Where's season 3? Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. Here. If you scroll down, season 4, season 3, season 2, this one. That's a good. Oh, it's 42,000. I finally picked up a few more views. This one I think is good too. These are like I think are really good videos about season 3. Miyagi-Do at War I think is like an underrated video. Um, but these are both good videos. I remember putting a lot of work into that at the time. You guys gotta check that stuff out. We'll be good. Um, yeah, yeah. Oh, so I was just gonna talk. Actually, I was looking. Shit. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. I was gonna pull this up. So if we look at I can't even hold on. Okay, this is here. We'll just use this here. Okay. So let's look at how the Flash did. I didn't see it. Did you guys see it? I haven't seen any of the DC movies. But like this is just like a disaster, right? Just like wow, like it is cratered, and 72% drop, no money. This puts pressure on Blue Beetle. So what happens to Blue Beetle here? Like, um, I think they're going to retool the marketing for Blue Beetle. I think part of the reason for the Flash failing, and Black Adam did that too, was that they're resetting the whole universe, right? And they already announced this. James Gunn has already written the script. He's in casting, like this. So these are like the Flash, Black Adam, in the upcoming Aquaman 2 are literally lame duck. It's literally like you've never seen it before, like a lame duck movie. Like it's like movies from an extended universe that is being discontinued. It's like we've actually never had this before. It's like never come up, a discontinued universe. So it's like lame duck movies. But like since Blue Beetle is kind of like um there's a good shot. Like is like was always like a standalone. Like this always had potential to be in the rebooted universe, especially if it's true. I think what they're going to do is, even though this movie was written and made essentially before James Gunn came on board, um, James Gunn seemed open to including it in his universe. And I think they're going to pitch this, they're going to switch the marketing, which is why they haven't released a trailer yet. Why haven't they released a trailer yet? They want to see how to market it. Now that the Flash is bombing so bad, I think they'll pitch this now as the first movie of the new DC universe. If it flops, well, James Gunn wasn't involved with it anyway. He'll just move on, and that's that. But if it's successful, um, they can be more. So I think this now becomes the first movie of the rebooted. Where's the cool stuff of him? Like, that's pretty cool. Him with the sword. Is it towards the end? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. So this is like your first in your like rebooted DC. So they're gonna try to bring fans in. Some people are predicting flop. It's an unknown character, that's for sure. I'd never heard of Blue Beetle until Xolo got cast in it. Like, so it's definitely an unknown character. But like if they pitch it as, and if it's a genuinely good movie, we don't have like Batman as a fascist, which a lot of people aren't really fond of. If you read the comments, like here, like look at the comments. Batman is a fascist, really? Like that's what so many people. Batman is really. I am out. if they could get away from that sort of thing, like if they can control themselves for once, which no, maybe they can't. Cobra Kai Hero Miguel. And it's still genuinely a good movie. They got a good chance. And if people are buying it, hey, first movie of the new rebooted DC, there's potential. There's potential there. So if A, it's a good movie, B, they control themselves with the Batman fascist stuff, and C, can successfully market it as the first movie of the new DCEU, it's got potential. If it doesn't work, if any of those three fall through, yeah, then you got another flop. Some people are already saying, well, it's going to be a bigger flop than The Flash. Well, I don't know. It's not as big of a character. It's not as well known as the character. There's been many iterations. I've seen some people say they would have preferred another version of the character. I haven't read the comics, so I can't comment on any of that. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. I think a lot's riding on this. This is such a sink or swim. Like, I think like you can't be like lukewarm. It's gotta like really knock it out of the park. It's gonna like really knock it out of the park. We'll see. Because if it performs like the Flash, it's over. It's over. It just won't be in James Gunn's universe. He'll just be like moving on. We'll see. Based on their poor handling thing. Yeah. It's not. They hope it's going to be big, but I don't know. But when is it coming? In August? I don't even remember. August 18th. Okay. Yeah. We'll see what they can do with it. I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about the character. I don't know anything. I never heard of him. So it's not like there's no nostalgia here. And I didn't know a whole lot about Iron Man before. So like the hope is it can be like that first Iron Man movie, which just came in and just knocked people out and was like so good and a lot of fun. That's what you got to capture. Kind of like that first Iron Man movie. It was just good and fun, and or Spider-Man. It's kind of like a mix between Spider-Man and Iron Man, right? Like essentially the story. Like that first Spider-Man movie just came and just like knocked people out. It was like so good. Like, it was so good. Like, and you just got to kind of like recreate that. Like, we'll see. Like stuff like Batman is fascist. That's not good because people aren't like enjoying that. Like, I don't enjoy that. Even you mean it as a joke, maybe, but they're not enjoying that. Think back of that first Spider-Man movie, that first Iron Man movie. Man, those were like so good. Like, they just made something, and they made a lot of money, and they just started basically where we are now. Miguel is overrated. Yeah. His story has teeter-tottered back and forth in seasons 4 and 5 for sure. Who's your favorite character? I get asked that. I'll never give you one character. I like a lot of them. I like Johnny, Hawk, Miguel, Terry Silver, Kreese, Daniel. A lot of them. Those are my characters. Live action R-rated dog comedy Strays. I don't know anything about that. Let's see. Because Xolo. Yeah. I people love Xolo a lot. Like, I mean, they got the cast, right? Like you can't do better than him. Like, for this movie, like you got the cast. You just got to be able to deliver the movie, right? You just have to be able to deliver. If they can deliver the movie, I don't think it matters what the Flash did. Ezra Miller is not a likable person. Xolo Marituina is not Ezra Miller. Like they couldn't be more opposites of each other. So you got it. Like you got it. But you got to deliver. You got to deliver. That's what it comes down to. Bio booster. Not really Iron Man. Well, yeah, maybe. I just don't know those characters. Like I'm not as much of a knowledgeable about all that. So to me, I just say Iron Man. Iron Man and Spider-Man. He's like a cross of them. Show respect and take a knee. That's interesting. Ezra isn't insane. Yeah, I don't think he was ever likable. I never liked his Flash. I kind of like the concept of the Flash, but I don't like anyone who plays the Flash. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know the Flash because I never actually read the comics. But like I would prefer the Flash to be older. Not like a kid or something. I don't know. I want someone like older. I don't know. Like I don't know the origin story or something, but like Ezra is just never seemed right. Never liked him. Yeah. See, the thing is, though, where it can work, the Flash is definitely more popular or more known character, but where it can work is if you introduce a new character and it's a genuinely good movie. It's gotta be a genuinely good movie. But like, and then you also pitch it as the rebooted DC EU. You pitch it as the rebooted DC EU and then go for there. And then so people are willing to see the new character for the new universe. I think that's what they do. It totally strands Aquaman. I don't know what happens to Aquaman 2. I never saw Aquaman 1, so I don't really care, but like I'm just thinking of it like trying from a business standpoint. Johnny and Robbie, you're not alone. A lot of people like them. Who are they redeeming? Who are 3, you believe? Boy, you don't even say like you demand 3. Like it must be 3. Kyler's dad, homeless Lynn. No, not homeless Lynn. Pawn shop guy. What's his name? I'll think of his name. I forget his name at the moment. Pawn shop guy and Zakarian. There you go. There's your 3. And maybe Ron from the All Valley. No, he already got redeemed. I'm sorry. He redeemed himself with Carrie Underwood, apparently, according to the show. So not Ron. Lyle. Okay, yeah, Lyle. I kept feeling to say Kyle. I was like, it's not Kyle. Why am I saying Kyle? They did say it's technically the first DC. Yeah, it was basically it was created before James Gunn came on, but since it's like a standalone, it's easy to just slot it in and say, "Oh, it's the first one of the new one," just because it was a standalone all along. So it could have been in either universe. Frankly, is the point. Mary Mauser is not cast as Lois Lane. At most, I don't even want to go back into this. At the most, some people were just considering her or throwing out her name, so to speak. But just ignore that. That's a bunch of nonsense. Like at most, it was a possibility, but nothing is confirmed. Don't. So just be careful, Justin. Like when you say something like that, like because that's what happens with the internet. People aren't careful with their wording. So a guy, and I posted the video. You can find it in my shorts. It's just like, yeah, some people were throwing out the name, like they were talking about who could be Lois Lane, and they threw out like the girl from Cobra Kai. Peyton List, no, the other one. Mary Mauser. Yeah. Like it didn't even say like she auditioned. It was just like some agents or whoever, or managers like saying who could be out there for the part. Maybe her, like who's in that age range. Mary's like what, 27? No, something like that. I forget, like 27. Like she's in the age range. People say she's too young, but she's literally the exact age that they're looking for. Like, well, by the way, I think it's funny because so many people say Mary looks old. She's the oldest of the kid actors, the people playing kids. She's the oldest of them, and everyone says she looks way too old to play a high schooler. But then when it comes to Lois Lane, she's too young to play an adult. She looks too young to play a young adult, like an adult in her 20s. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but we'll see. She doesn't have comic timing. People said Lois Lane's got kind of a sense of humor, so we'll see. So no main or secondary characters. Yeah, that is correct. The thing about season 6, I have no idea what they're going to do with Terry Silver, which I like, that it's not predictable. Yes, I like that. I don't know what they're going to do either. Mary doesn't give me Lois Lane vibes. Yeah, but I don't know. What are Lois Lane vibes? Like if she's an actress, maybe she can project it. Spider Gwen. How old is Spider Gwen? Like Peyton's only a year younger than Mary, right? Like they're almost the same age. She's like in her 26. She's not is she? I don't know. I don't care. I'm done with the MCU anyway. And I was never on board with DC, so as good as the earlier. Just because we're talking about DC, catch up in the podcast. It's run by the Cobra guys. It's their secondary podcast. Their recent video was a tier ranking of DC, all DC movies, going back to the Donner Supermans. They did a good tier ranking, and they included a lot of the cartoon ones too. So I don't trust Gunn with her. You mean you don't trust him to hire her or something? I don't know. Well, like we don't quite know what he's looking for. That's the thing. Like you don't know what James Gunn is looking for. I mean, all we kind of know he's looking for a slightly younger, like 20s. They do want someone who can play the character for like maybe 10 years. So like they're thinking like someone who could be in that role for like 10 years. So Peyton might not have much time. Yeah. She does look, Mary does look young. She doesn't really look teen anymore. But she projects young. Like if you go to her Instagram or something, like her picture, she's always like projecting youth, which I guess is fine. I don't know. How do you consider? What do you think Lois Lane is? I don't know. She even said so. I don't know what you're referring to. What Peyton said. Mary gives me extra vibes. 2 years younger than Mary. 2 years? 2 years? 1 year, 2 years. Black Cat. You guys are fan casting everyone in Cobra Kai into the comic book movies. Mike Barnes returns and joins Miyagi Fang. We get training sessions with him and Chosen. Yeah, Melissa, that's basically kind of what I'm hoping for. I would love for Mike to be there most of the season. We'll see. I thought like the Barnes stuff was great in season 5. You just wanted more of it. Brain isn't properly activated. You are forgiven. Have some coffee. If I sold coffee, would anyone buy it? By the way, guys, if you saw, there's like on some of those new videos, there were products there. They're not my products. But they're like I put Cobra Kai stuff because it's like affiliate marketing. And I tested. I don't know what people want, so I just like put some different stuff. But we'll see. But by the way, if you're ever interested in any of that, if you click from the link there, it's like an affiliate marketing. So they give a percentage to whoever's channel it was. So, but I've been thinking of making my own store with merch or something. So it's been on my mind, and I'm getting closer. I've been researching different stuff, because there's like different stuff like no charge here, but limited choices. Some places may have a monthly fee, but like you get a lot more flexibility to play Power Rangers. Give me nobody but Cobra Kai. Give me superheroes. Jim Tim, what was your question? I don't even know. What did you ask? Hold on. Is this it? If season 6 is in 2 parts, what months do you think it'll come out? Oh, I don't know. How about September and December? That's good. I like that. September and December. Kid loves playing character with daddy issues. Live action Treasure Planet. I never saw the animated one. What will they major when they go to college? I don't know if they'll all go to college. Maybe Eli and Dimitri. I love the idea of Miguel and Sam, like just running a dojo or something. Business world. Favorite movie. How am I supposed to answer a question like that? Come on, guys. I have a wide range of movies I like, from the Lord of the Rings movies, the 6 Star Wars movies. Man, I don't know. Robbie taking over the dealership. Well, maybe working there, not taking it over. But yeah, I mean, he could go that way. Chopping prices. We'll go a couple more minutes. Did anyone see The Flash, guys? Did you see it? I mean, apparently not, based on the box office. But I'm also curious if like anyone saw The Flash. It was I haven't seen any. Like, I just never watched the DC movies. Like, I had a bad vibe from the beginning, and I just never watched. 7 out of 10. Okay. I mean, that's better. Like, some people say it's great. Others are like leaning too hard on nostalgia. 8 out of 10. Yeah, these are good reviews. Like I said, I kind of like the Flash, the idea of the character. I don't think I like Ezra Miller's Flash. I watched when the Flash TV show was out, that WB or whatever show. I did watch the first season, and I more or less liked it. There were some things I didn't love, but like I more or less liked it. I thought like it was an interesting way to introduce the character, having not seen anything like in years on it. But like at the same time, like I was never motivated to even watch season 2. I watched the first season. I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, right? Like, I think Hawk is more likely to join the military, not Tori. Tori has her little brother to look after, so not Tori, but maybe Hawk. I would just say Army. Like, yeah, I guess he could do like Air Force, maybe Air Force, but probably just Army. Good characters, but bad movies. Yeah, good characters, and I mean, otherwise, like good actors too, like Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, your Wonder Woman, like a lot of good actors too. People absolutely love Henry Cavill. But yeah, just the Snyderverse vision just wasn't there. Like, he was just never able to pull it off, and in probably studio meddling too. way too rushed. It was just a kind of a not going well from the beginning. Oh, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was like surprisingly good as Batman, and I say that as someone who didn't believe he would make a good Batman. I thought he made a good Batman. You know, from what I've seen, like I I did see like some of Batman versus Superman, but I never watched the whole movie. And I saw a little bit of Justice League. Never watched the whole movie. But like I whenever I saw him as Batman, like I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Like I thought he did it like a surprisingly good job. He wasn't in Suicide Squad either. Like that was the movie I was hoping was going to be amazing, and it kind of sucked. And I didn't see the whole movie, but I saw parts of it. Like, and it just like it wasn't good. Is the most comic accurate? Yeah, I haven't read the comics. I don't know, but like it worked. Yeah, he's in the Flash. I didn't read the reviews. Yeah, and people, I've saw people say he's the best Batman in the movie. They're like, give me more of that. Give me like, it's just such a waste. Have I watched the Craven? No, I have not. I don't know anything about it. Turn it spinoff, Tori. Yeah, Tori's not going to get a spinoff. But I don't know, so like she wins money, but like she gets some sort of like job that lets her be stable. So yeah, some sort of financially stable ending. Yeah, I would go with that. And one small scene where Harley is kept. Oh yeah, Harley Quinn too was like great. like Harley, Margaret Robbie. Um, Affleck returning as Daredevil. That would actually be kind of fun. I kind of think Daredevil was an overlooked film. Of course, I haven't seen it in well forever, but like the Ben Affleck Daredevil, I remember kind of liking, like thinking it was good and thinking it was like better than people gave it credit for. I don't like again. I say that as someone who never read the comics. Like I don't know the history of Daredevil or if it was accurate or something. But like as someone who never read the comics, like it was good. It was good. I wouldn't mind seeing Affleck back as Daredevil. Like I don't mind. Like bring it. Yeah, the first Iron Man. I think all three of the Iron Mans. Some people aren't as hot on like Iron Man's 2 and 3, but like I thought they were good. Obliterated. Yeah, we'll see. Probably. I think they did say this year. John Josh and Hayden did say Obliterated will come this year. They just don't have an exact date, which is probably the truth. They may have a month. They may have like a month, but they don't have an exact date. But they did say this year. It should come this year. So unless something changes due to the strike, it looks like the plan is for it to come this year. But remember, Twisted Metal next month. So we'll hope that's good. Besides watch her little brother. Like that's why I say like run a dojo. Like run a dojo with the others, like in karate sensei. Yeah. I think there's a lot she could do. And Daredevil and the Punisher. Yeah, the Kingpin. I did watch the cartoon TV show. I didn't read the comics, but I wanted to watch the cartoon. Oh, that's I would prefer that. Like I mostly checked out of the MCU, but like Deadpool 3, sure, I'll do that. Your Bach Keeman is here. Sorry, I'm late. Did you change your name? Your boy. Your boy. I thought you meant like what would life be like without Cobra Kai? Who knows? Okay, guys. We'll talk more. I was actually gonna get into some of the stuff I put in the video. But you guys didn't even bring it up. So that I mean that's fine. That's fine. Maybe next week or something. Um, you know, be sure to watch the most recent video on the Tadum script. It's a watch party investigation. People like those. People like these. Maybe I should. I don't know. I was thinking maybe I should have made this the thumbnail something different from the script, but go ahead. This is a good one. These are some people's favorite. I'll come back to it. I mean, no one was interested. Do more investigations. Well, yeah, I will try, but there has to be something to investigate. We did this one and we did this one. Be sure to check these. We'll see. Tori ends the show without any change. There might be a backlash. Yeah, I don't think that, but yeah. Tori, her hands, Silver has to compensate. Financially stable. I don't think she's gonna make that much money off that. No, it'll be something else. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming in. Thank you for subscribing. I want to try and work on some plenty of stuff. Keep you entertained. Recommend the channel. If you ever want to buy anything, click those links. You should see. You probably don't see it on this one because I didn't put anything, but on some of the other videos, you'll see there's shopping. That's just something I'm testing out. We'll see. It's a new YouTube thing that they made available to us. So thank you very much. See you at the next watch party.